Hey Team Eglin, it's Brigadier General Kane. I'm here today with the new 96th Med Group Commander, Colonel Greg Coleman. The topic of today is the pandemic. What we're seeing in the local area is a high rate of transmission and a very high number of cases. This is comparable to what we saw at the end of 2020 during the highest peak of the pandemic. We're also seeing more severe illness and hospitalizations in our working age group of the Team Eglin population. As a result of this, we're moving Eglin Air Force Base to Health Protection Condition, or HPCon Charlie. I want to make sure my expectation is clear for what we're doing at Eglin Air Force Base. I need everyone wearing masks in facilities in accordance with the federal mandate. I also want to encourage you to consider vaccination. Many of you have already seen it, but the Secretary of Defense issued a memo about mandatory vaccination for service members, which will happen upon FDA licensure of a vaccine or mid-September. We're ready to implement the guidance once we receive that. Greg, can you give us a little more information about the pandemic in the local area and our Eglin population?
Yes, sir. As your new medical group commander, I want to highly encourage you to get yourself educated about the vaccine. And first, as General Kane mentioned, the SecDef has already issued guidance for us in terms of mandatory vaccination for our active duty members. But in advance of that, I ask that you really think about that for yourself and for your family members. As we're seeing a high rate of transmission in the community, where we see that really is in our unvaccinated population. And for our workforce, ages 39 and younger, 80% of our cases are in that cohort of folks. So for your safety and for your family's safety, I really want you to consider the vaccination to take care of yourself and your community. In the cases that we're seeing related to the Delta variant now, the illness is very severe, and folks are spending a long time in the hospital, and I fear that they'll have long-lasting effects from this. So please, again, I stress that you continue to practice safe COVID mitigations. Consider the vaccine for you and your family. When you're out in the community, be safe. Most of our transmission is coming from the community, but also we're seeing that brought back to our workforce. And so if you're feeling ill, if you're not well that day, reach out to your supervisor. Please do not go to work sick so we can maintain a safe environment for all of our community. I want to thank you, sir, for the opportunity to talk to Team Eglin. And even though this is a really serious topic, I hope to get an opportunity to chat with everyone again off something a little bit less severe.
Yeah, Greg, and thanks for your leadership. Welcome to the team, and thanks to your medics for helping us understand and work through this time where risk is higher. And as a result, Team Eglin, like I said, we're going to move to Health Protection Condition Charlie, and that means that we'll be mission essential only on Eglin Air Force Base. It also means we'll be official business allowed, including things like if you need to go to the commissary for a valid ID card holder, you still will be allowed to make those kind of visits to the base. The bottom line, though, is if you don't need to be on the base, don't be on Eglin Air Force Base. That's it for today, Team Eglin. Stay safe and stay connected.